trying to make a little video here just to show everybody how myfitnesspal works. Now, I know a lot of you out there already know how this works, so you can either turn it off now or follow along and maybe learn something you didn't know. But I'm using my Kindle here, and I'm going to show you a little bit how to start out. The app should be about the same on every single device, whether you're using a tablet, your Android phone, or your iPhone. I think it's a little bit different. I've seen the iPhone. I'm not a Mac person, not cool enough, but anyway, we'll get into that, or maybe not. So the first thing you want to do is make a login and get yourself a password and everything, and then what you're going to want to do is go down and input your information. So you've got your goals. Current weight, I'm at 165, give or take a pound or two. Also, just put a goal weight of 160. Now, I also put a weight loss goal. Right now, I pretty much think I've lost enough. I'm at 6.3% body fat. Kind of going into maintenance mode right now. And so yeah, this will tell you exactly how many calories you should have. Now it's saying I should eat about 2,300 calories per day. That's just to maintain weight. Now, a lot of the time when people are looking to lose weight, they'll put a very aggressive goal because people want to see that, the weight drop right away, so they'll put the 2 pounds, maximum. Now that's fine depending on what you weigh. Some people that need to lose a lot of weight, that might be a pretty good goal to start out with. Now some other people, if you're just looking to lose a little bit of weight, sometimes it's a little more aggressive, and I think in the long run, my advice is slow and steady wins the race. Really does work that way. I think so. It didn't go on in a night, and it's definitely not gonna come off in a night. So it takes time, and then from there, this will basically break down the macros. Now, a lot of people out there don't even know what macros are. Food is all comprised of 3 different things. It's either carbohydrates, protein, or fats. Now, every little thing you put in your mouth is going to have one of the 3, if not all of the 3, or 2, depending on what you're eating. So, this really plays into leaning out or gaining weight or every little aspect. Tweaking these macros, getting them right, is very hard, and everybody's body is different, responds to different things. I've got mine set right now at 35% carbohydrates, 45% proteins, and 20% fats. Now, I've played with this over the last couple of years here. I've gone up and down, switched things around. My body tends to like a lot of protein, and I have to really limit my carbohydrates, especially, high glycemic carbohydrates like your, breads and pastas and stuff like that, fruits, sugars, anything sugary, my body doesn't really like. So I do eat fruits and vegetables, but I tend to stay with the green vegetables myself. So going back there, after you've got that logged in, you can go and start logging your food. Now, the diary will show you on the top what your goal is, how much I've eaten in food today, and then exercise. Now, this will sync with a Fitbit. I think it syncs with Garmin too. So if anybody has a fitness tracker, you can use that and it will automatically sync. Now, this will tell you your net and then remaining calories that you can eat in a day. Now, the thing is that you can either do one or 2 things. You can account for that exercise and eat all that, or you can stick to what you ate here. Now, the 2258, I try to stay around this goal, or actually lower. Now, I might be a little higher than this depending on the day, depending on the workouts, depending on a lot of different things. Rest days, I definitely will be below this because I don't need as many calories. So then, when we actually log the food, I'll zoom out here and show you. So I am very particular about everything. Every morning I have a food scale, which I definitely recommend everybody get a food scale if they're looking to be serious about this or actually be honest with it. The best advice I can give anybody is be honest with this. Because you know what? You're only cheating yourself. At the end of the day, if you put it in there and say, it's about a cup or about a half a cup, well, you're not really going to know. And the more you actually log things, the better. And then you can really get a track of everything. So I've got, this is a breakfast, a typical breakfast. One egg right now, oatmeal, egg whites, chicken breast, salsa, gotta have salsa on there, tomatoes, Parmesan cheese sprinkled on top of the eggs, and then I'll do spinach that I'll cook down. Great breakfast, great. It almost hits macros like right on the head, right out of the gate. And this was a total fluke that I accidentally stumbled upon this perfect combination. Now it's a perfect combination for me, may not be a perfect combination for somebody else. This is lunch, chicken breast, broccoli, snap peas, and some tomatoes today. It's actually a really good lunch. I really enjoyed that. I got a good workout in tonight, about an hour, a little over an hour or so at the gym. And then I always have a bigger dinner. I like to come home and eat a pretty good post-workout dinner. And I always eat usually pretty much standard every night is a big bag of broccoli, tomatoes. Again, I made the eggs. If anybody saw the post I had before, I had a little accident in the kitchen today. My glass top for my saucepan decided to shatter into the eggs, and unfortunately I didn't get a picture of that. I immediately ran it outside and threw it in the big garbage. So yeah, that was fun. So I had to remake my eggs tonight. Getting back to it, now I weigh everything on the food scale and also log it accordingly. So I had a salad. I had mushrooms on top of there, some more cherry tomatoes, broccoli, chicken breast. I think it was 9 ounces. I was pretty hungry tonight. And then during the day, I just log my snacks. Now I put it in there. Usually I do some protein bars. I had another chicken breast. Pre-workout, I had the chicken breast and the rice cakes. And then for the later dinner, after dinner snack, I did the yogurt and then that PB Fit, which I'm starting to incorporate into my diet. Really delicious, 50 calories, awesome, along with the non-fat yogurt. So there, we'll go back to the nutrition part. Now this nutrition will actually break down everything that you're seeing for the day. It'll tell you your total grams of fat, it tells you your goals, how many you should have, and then the sodium levels, everything. If you've logged it accurately, it will be on here. Your fiber, what your goal should be, how much fiber, how much sugar, everything is there. Now, this is really cool. Back to that macros when we talked about what your goal is, 35, 20, and 45. Now, I didn't hit exactly that today. I'm a little bit low on the fats. Protein was a little bit high maybe, but that's okay. And that'll be fine because my total calorie count was still good. I feel good. I fed enough, and for me this works. Now I'm pretty spot on with this most of the time. Today was a little bit high on the protein, like I said. Had a pretty good workout, and I needed a little extra bump in there. So from there, this will show you, you can go into your progress. You can play around with this. This will show you, everything. Where you were, where you were going. And then you can also link up with friends. Now, these are people, oh, I haven't used this Kindle in a while, so maybe it's not going to sync. I'm not really sure. But yeah, this will actually go through on the diary. This will show you can go through day, every single day and check it out. And you can even go back and find out, I can go back as far as I want to go into here and really take a look and see where I was, what part of the journey and what worked and what didn't. That's another thing I'd like to do, is go back and actually check and see what actually worked, what didn't work, how I log the food. Really the only day that I don't log at all is when I go out for high carb, like refeed sushi days. That's really the only thing I don't log. The most of the rest of the stuff I log pretty religiously. And I really think that this has been a key to my success. I think this has really helped out. I think it's helped a lot of people, is being accountable for what you put in your body. Showing you exactly how many grams of protein, how many grams of fat. Now somebody might look at this and say, wow, that's too tedious, that's too hard. It really isn't. At least I didn't find it that hard, because there's a scan option and you can scan a package. And again, a $10 food scale, something like that, if you just put it on there and you measure out, okay, that's 4 ounces of chicken breast, or the sauces, anything you do, you just account for it, measure it out real quick, and that'll really break it down for you. And this fitness app is fantastic. It's free. Now they have a paid version. I do not have the paid version. I have the free version, and it does pretty much everything I want it to do for the free version. I didn't even get super into it. I mean, you can fine tune everything, but for the most part, this is perfect. This will work. This will do exactly what you need to do. Let's see what else here. You can send, it'll sync. You can log in, like I said, I've got the Kindle, I've got my smartphone, and it will sync with your fitness tracker too, like your Fitbit or anything, again. So it really helps out too. But if anybody has any questions or anything I didn't cover in this, I just hope to get a little bit out there and show you how easy it is to work, how you can use this tool to aid in either weight gain or weight loss. Most people, I'm sure, are going to try to use it for weight loss, but it can also help you and show you exactly what you need for if you're looking to put on weight. I know there are a few people out there that have sent me messages on how to gain weight. That's something that a lot of people don't think of, but yeah, there's people out there that have a hard time actually putting on weight, but there's a lot of us that are trying to lose weight. So I think with this app, it can definitely help people out. So thanks again for watching. I thank everybody again, and like, subscribe, comment, anything. I like the feedback anybody gives me, whether it be good or bad. And thanks again, everybody.